Having that first sip on an ice cold beer on a nice summer's day is a feeling I simply cannot explain. But today I've got 10 different beers and I'm going to rank them from first to best till 10th to worst. So without further ado, here's the first beer.
I drank a beer.
The first beer I have is San Miguel. Hold on, let me turn it around. A San Miguel in a bottle. I'm not much of a beer drinker. I'm more of a cider drinker. But there's got to be at least a couple I'm going to enjoy more than another. So let's have a first taste on San Miguel. I mean, it's not great, but then it's not bad at the same time. Maybe it'd be slightly different out of can or in a draft, but obviously I'm just going off what I have got, and that is a bottled San Miguel. The more I have it, the more it's growing on me. So I'm going to rank that at number 7.
I drank another beer.
I know what you might be thinking, am I going to be sinking all of these 10 beers in one sitting? Sadly not, because I don't actually have all 10 beers on me currently, as I'm drinking this Beer Moretti. To be fair, I've had Beer Moretti many a times before, but I don't think I've had it out of a bigger bottle like this. So let's try it and see what I think. Oh, that's nectar that is, or whatever that guy said after he had a pint down the pub after COVID. What do I think of that? It's definitely better than a San Miguel. I'd say it's got more of like an ale-y taste to it, which I'm not really a big fan of ale either. But for some reason, it just goes quite nicely. And the bottle's quite nice as well. So I'm going to rank that at number 4.
3 beers.
A Corona. Oof. Not out of a glass, out of a glass, out of a bottle, out of a tin. Fun fact about Corona, the only reason they put lime or lemon in it is to take away the smell of the actual beverage, because it actually smells when you're drinking it apparently. That's what I've heard anyway. Let's have a sip. Okay, not too bad. I'll tell you what, I'm pleasantly surprised by that. Yeah, that's actually better than I thought it was going to be, because at the bottle sometimes I don't quite like it. As I've said, I'm not much of a beer drinker, but that I'd have again. So I'm going to rank that in at number 5.
4 beers.
Japanese finest drop, Asahi. So we're going to crack the bottle open. Didn't make any fizz. Smells great. It's definitely very different to the others. Still similar at the same time. It's not as fizzy, or is fizzy the right word? It's not as bubbly. It's more smoother or drier, maybe, if that's the right word. But I suppose it does say super dry on it, which would make sense. So yeah, Asahi, great beer. And I'm going to rank Asahi at number 3.
5 beers.
Peroni. I don't know. It's not great. I don't know what it is. But whenever I'm in the UK or somewhere that's, not great, beer never tastes the nicest. But when I'm in Europe, anywhere in Europe, could be Belgium, Germany, France, Spain, Portugal, etc., etc., beer just tastes better. And this beer, the Peroni, it doesn't taste the best. I'd say it's very similar fizziness to the Asahi. So I'm going to rank the Peroni at number 9.
6 beers.
Next drop is Madri. In the bottle, 660 millilitres, like the rest of the bottles actually, because I managed to find basically 10 different singular cans or bottles. So it's going to go down nicely. Initial smell, smells like a beer. Good old Spanish tapas, innit? Something like that. Be honest with you, the more I have beer, the more they kind of taste similar. But that is, once again, it's quite a dry drop. Not as fizzy as expecting. But I'd say actually that's one of my favourites so far. Yeah, definitely. Hasn't got much of a yeasty taste where some of others definitely had. Goes down the apps really nicely.
So I'm going to rank Madry in second place.
7 beers.
The next drop is a Dutch delicacy. I believe it's Dutch. It's Heineken. Hold on, let me spin it around. It's Heineken. Initial thoughts of the smell. It smells like dog piss. As I was saying earlier on in the video, honestly, beers over here are terrible compared to beers anywhere else. Well, maybe not anywhere else, but mostly in Europe. So the Heineken, it isn't the best. To be fair, it's actually quite fizzy. It's a bit more bubbly than the others I've had so far. It's not a bad drop, but it's not a great drop, you know. You get some beverages which are absolutely beautiful. And you get other beverages that are a bit like, meh, wouldn't have another one, but I would have another one somewhere else, if that makes sense. So anyway,
I'm going to put Heineken in at last place.
8 beers.
next drop I've got is a Cruise Campo. I've had a Cruise Campo before, and it is nice. Not out of a bottle though, I must admit. Initial smell, it smells good. I do like a Cruise Campo, as I've literally said seconds ago. But we'll have a sip and see how it is. I'll tell you what, Cruise Campo is nice. Slightly more yeastier. I say it's quite a dry drop from Seville, apparently. Is it from Spain? Who bloody knows. But it's a good drop. We'll have another one. I highly rate that.
Cruise Campo is a nice drop, but sadly I'm running out of spaces, so it's going to have to go in at number 8.
9 beers.
Second to last beverage, is a Stella Artois from Belgium. A Stella. It smells a bit like... Can't really describe it actually. It doesn't really smell it too much, to be fair. Well, some of the others absolutely stank. Like the Heineken almost stank of like dog piss. Stella doesn't. Anyways, we'll have a sip on it. Ooh. I haven't had Stella too much. Mostly out of a can. Never out of a bottle. But that's actually quite a nice drop. I'm not going to lie.
Even though Stella was probably one of, if not my favourite beers I've had so far, sadly I'm going to have to put it at number 6 because there's only 2 spots left.
And a Bloody Mary.
Last beer, and I've saved potentially my favourite beer till last, and it is an Estrella. Alright, it might not be other people's favourites, but goddamn, it is a good drop, and it is from Barcelona. Once again, I don't know whether I just can't smell what whiff is giving off, but let's give it a try. Oh, don't know what it is. It almost tastes a little bit fruity and, beery at the same time. It is a bloody good drop. It is. It just looks good as well. Like it's a good labelling, good logo, just a good beer in general.
So that can only mean one thing. Estrella is coming in at first place. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment and watch me do more silly things like this.